Welcome, people, to the Ask Domnat show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. The fastest 30 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you may know me as Ask Domnat. And thank you for being here. I took a little hiatus this week or last week to get certain things done. We did not do the show. At least we didn't do the show live here. We were out and about. Who's commenting there? Boom, Julia, something. Add me up on Discord. Whatever, Julia. I'll add you. Welcome to the show. So, guys, what is going on with today's show? Let me tell you what the rundown is looking like. Throw it on for Monday, March 23rd. Rundown. So welcome everybody. Tell me where you guys are watching from. I see some Discord people coming in. Remember, I can't really see y'all until you start commenting and interacting with me. So we're going to do a little U.S. rundown with Iran war updates. It's just a mess. I was talking to somebody about it yesterday, and people are just drinking the Kool-Aid. So I'll tell you what. We're not going to spend too much time on it. It's a quick show. You got 30 minutes with me today. So let's just knock it out. But Iran, U.S., blasey. I'm just so fed up with it. And now, really, what I'm really excited about, not the war, my 2026 farm project updates, right? The reason I was gone for this week, we had so much going on at the farm, and I have my little book of farm ideas and my plans. You guys can't see it there. I still write stuff down that I want to share with y'all with my farm seed plan, my pamphlet. I want to talk to you guys. And you know what? Maybe I'll introduce my rabbit to y'all. Yeah, I got the rabbit in the back. So you guys want to see that rabbit? It's a little cute bunny. Unfortunately, it's an orphan. So I had to bottle. Look, I bought me a little bunny. Like I have to do. Maybe I'll do that for y'all here. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So what's going on? U.S.-Iran war, guys. It's a mess. All right. Like we're on day 24 of this war. What do you guys think? Are we winning? Are we losing? Are we even? What are we doing? All right. Like it keeps escalating. It keeps getting worse. So let's go over some headlines of what we're at on today's day 24. So let's share the screen here. Oh, I don't know if the screen stopped sharing, but let me share my screen. Boom. Well, so this is CNN, but in case you guys are Fox News people or Al Jazeera, I'll throw them all up so that you guys can see the main headlines. Now, what to know about this war? I'm just going to give you a couple rundowns on the headlines, right? Okay. Iran response to Trump, right? Over the weekend, Trump said that the U.S. would obliterate Iran's power plant if the Straits didn't open by Monday evening at 7:48. Now, guys, Trump put out a tweet or a Truth Social post about you have exactly 48 hours from now to open the Strait of Hormuz or I will obliterate you. And I'm thinking to myself, those are some big claims by a big guy. If you were tweeting that, you must be on to something. So okay, that's like those are fighting words, and it's hard to put fighting words when you're already at war, right? Like because if you've been dropping 30,000-pound bombs, destroying submarines, you're destroying ships, you're bombing gas facilities. Wait, that's not the obliteration yet? Wow, there's still more to come? You are holding back? Okay, so you must be. So now Trump puts an immense message, and Trump is getting really frustrated with the NATO and European partners because they're not coming in to help. And they're like, this isn't our war. You didn't tell us you're going to war. You and Israel went in it alone or together. Let y'all handle this. And so he's getting frustrated. We're like, we don't even need your help. We will like it, but we don't need it. So we got 48 hours with Iran. Now, that was 24. Well, that was like 24 hours ago, right? So, and it was like unconditionally freaking open up the Strait of Hormuz. So what what did Iran do? What did Iran say? Iran said, okay, we're going to open up the strait. Sorry, we didn't know that you were that serious. We're going to open up the strait. Wrong. Of course, they didn't do that. They said, come on in. The strait's open. The water's warm. What's going on here? Why did my screen stop sharing? You know, who's the StreamYard? Y'all, technical support StreamYard. Look into this. My screen stopped sharing with my people. Let me share my screen again, guys, because I want to share what you guys need to see here. Aaron, throw it back on. Okay, water's warm, Mr. President. Come on in. Right? They said the strait isn't closed. It's just closed to the Americans. So we're waiting 48 hours. He's going to come and go. I'm like, whoa, these guys got some gusto. I mean, I'm all about the home team here. And really, you know what? I'm like, okay, screw it, guys. I was talking to somebody who was such on the Trump train and such on the Iran regime needs to be stopped. I'm like, before 24 days ago, you didn't know what a regime was. I want everybody to just be free and happy. If that means that the people in Iran can show their hair, then do that. I don't care what religion you are. If you want to be Muslim, great. If you don't want to be Muslim, don't be Muslim. Don't care. That's where I'm at. All right. Now, the fact that they're all like suppressive government, I believe they're suppressive. Yeah, maybe not even just the government. I've seen some videos of like family members being very like young women they're pretty rough, I think, sometimes. But maybe, I don't know. I've never been there. So I could only get what's coming from the narrative. Because I've also seen some social media videos of some people having an amazing time in Iran. So when you're seeing bombs being dropped overhead, you're like, crap, well, like, why is this United States bombing us? And if it's between being bombed and me having to cover my hair and not being able to speak freely, I kind of just rather cover my hair and not being able to really voice my opinion on social media, right? Like, that's better than freaking losing a limb. So, and then there's this other guy, Paplava, whatever. Like, they used to have a dictator king, Shah. They call him Shah. Whatever. Who cares? Puppet. He was a puppet. Now he got ousted. The Iranian people voted him out. And what did he have? He had a little bastard child. I don't know if he was a bastard, whatever. I'm just saying, I don't care anymore, people. I'm tired of it. We're 24 days in. All right. And then that weirdo child, I don't even know him that well. But the reason I think he's a weirdo is because your daddy was a weirdo. And all of a sudden, now the weirdo daddy has a weirdo child. And he lives here in the United States. He was like in Florida or something. I don't know. Aaron, Google a picture of the Shah's son. He's the one that they want to lead the regime. To go back. He wants to go back to Iran and lead the transitional government. I forgot his name because I don't even think about him too much. But whatever. I'm like, okay, that's like if Hitler had a baby and all of a sudden we need a new government and we're going to elect Hitler's baby. I don't got nothing against the baby. Your daddy was the bad one, but we got 90 million people in Iran. I'm sure we could find one better person. Your bloodline ain't good. Sorry. It's kind of weird, man. Just like chill out. You're in Florida. Why do you even want to come back to? You haven't even been there. You haven't been with the people. You haven't been with the, You haven't been. Hold on there. Let me pull it up so that you guys, because I can't be this angry at somebody without showing you guys a face. Shah's son. Reza Paplava. This guy. Reza, he was an Iranian political activist and the former crown prince of the Pahlavi dynasty of Iran. So you were already the dynasty. Oh, you guys can't see that. You were already the dynasty. Your dynasty didn't work out. You failed. Let somebody else. He is in exile, currently living in the United States. You're comfortable. You know how mad I'd be if I was in Iran and I've been getting the bombs dropped. I've been getting suppressed. I can't show my hair. I can't like talk about social media, that we finally changed the regime and blah, blah, blah. And the guy that's in charge is the one that was sipping mojitos. You weren't even in the fight. You weren't even here. You were, ooh, is the war over yet? Okay, let me come in and be in charge again. Get that guy out of here. Stop it. Shut up. Now we got talking about regime change. This guy was like, oh, we got regime change. We need regime change. We need regime change. And this is a guy who's here. Good guy, by the way. I actually met him yesterday. Nice guy. Nice guy. But politically, you saw I ran these regime change. How will regime change my life? Okay, I'm sorry. How will it change my life? I want people to be safe, free, and happy everywhere in the world. Why are we worried about Cuba? They don't have electricity anymore. Why? Because we wanted to invade Venezuela. 80% of the people in this country can't point out where Venezuela is on the map. Is your life better now that we took over Venezuela's oil? Oh, now that the Venezuelan government, is your life better? Oh, gosh, were you losing sleep because of the Iranian repressive regime? And don't get me started with you telling me that they were close to getting a nuclear weapon. If you don't know what a fatwa is, and the fact that there was a fatwa not to build nuclear weapons, Iran has 45 years, right? They're like, oh, Iran has been the supreme sponsor of terror for 45 years, 47. Maybe they have been. But I'll tell you what, in 47 years, they have not attacked the American homeland. I'm not even 47 years old, so I'm just knowing that the last 36 years that I've been on this earth, it hasn't happened. Presumably, I'm taking the history as fact that it might be because they didn't want to. Now, of course, there have been casualties abroad and soldiers, and of course, obviously. And to be fair, that war is a violent, ugly thing. So all I'm saying is this war. Now Iran's has got an ultimatum, 48 hours, right? And the president is now looking very strong. If you're a President Trump supporter, tap in. Let me know if he looks strong given that decisive deadline. 48 hours, no negotiation. And Iran's like, no. I don't know what the Arabic word is for no. So I'm just going to make it up. And if you speak Arabic, sorry, this might be offensive, but it's okay. No. Okay. So what did President Trump say? He's like, well, we're not going to back down. Is that what he said? We're 48 hours. Clock is still ticking. No, we will still attack. We're going to blow up all your military sites. And then what happened? What did he say? Okay, Fox News. Fox News just came out. Trump orders pause for attacks on Iranian power infrastructure after very good time. Oh, people, what happened with the obliteration? What are we? I am pleased to report we're in a war. What's there pleased to report about? Talking? I thought talking was over. That's why the bombs dropped, because talking didn't work. People, do you not see that you're being played as fools? I'm fed up, guys. And maybe it's because I've been buying so much diesel and my price has gone up. I don't want, this is not a political show. This is just my thoughts, people. Am I right or wrong? It doesn't even matter. But I'm right. There is no way that you can go from we're going to obliterate you to, well, thank you for talking to me. We should have started there. Gas would have still been at $2.50, people. All right. And then all of a sudden, this is Fox News, they're all, Israel's getting attacked. Air traffic control audio reveals call for fire trucks to stop before deadly collision. Oh, God. Now you got, okay, what's going on here? Guys, freaking, is there another platform that we should be using? Chat? Hey, chat, I'm going to call you out. What should we call our chat, people? I'm thinking, my name's Dom. You guys are always here to support. Maybe the Dominators. Dominators. We wouldn't back down. If we start a war, we we won't be pleased with very good talks. That's why I'm not a warrior. I fight weeds. Fight weeds, not people. All right, guys. Any questions about the war? Why are we losing this war? I don't know. I mean, good thing is we don't have too many deaths. Unfortunately, there have been 13, but there's been from the United States military side, there's been 10,000 or 1,098 last count that I saw from Lebanon. Over 1,300 people in Iran, and Israeli numbers are a little convoluted because they don't really report. So, out of respect for the deceased, I'm not going to guess as to how many it is, but there's just a lot of death and destruction, all because some old men decided that they didn't want to talk. So they send young guys in to die. And now they're deciding that we're having very good talks. All right. So that's a shame. It's a shame. And that's just maybe I'm starting off too hot on my first day back. But all right. Do you guys want to hear more? Should we just keep it moving? Because the stock market, I can tell you, crypto is tumbling. I'm losing a bunch of money, people. What should I be investing in? What are you guys investing in? Because I'm in Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously is tough. Look how crazy it is. Bitcoin is down. Gold is down. Silver is down. But my spirits are up because it's springtime. It's springtime. And I really think that we're being lied to. Here's what we're being lied to. Here's what I think is happening. I have no scientific basis for this. This is just my thought, right? Like this is my gut feeling. There is a consortium of people and investors that are artificially, there was a phone call made. Buongiorno, hermano. Mr. Fireball 619. Brother, let me know if you got any pictures of you out there. I was supposed to take a picture. Next segment, I got to shout out to Mr. Fireball 619, real MVP. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Buongiorno. I forgot. I lost my train of thought there. Somebody remind me where I was at. Where was I at? I was ranting about something. Oh, consortium. Right? Like, okay, of course, when we didn't believe the Illuminati existed, right? It was a conspiracy. Now, maybe it is not a conspiracy. They're not, they're just a bunch of weirdos, freaks, and pedophiles all together. And at the end of the day, I think there's a group of people that are controlling the markets because they have too much money in there. So they're like, let's keep the price high. Let's keep it. But there is no way that, and like the guy was talking to yesterday, he was like, man, once we beat the Iranian regime and these guys, oil prices are going to be so low, they're going to be lower than they've ever been. They're going to be like we're going to be winning in America. I'm like, whoa, you're really sipping this Kool-Aid. Why? I mean, at best, why aren't oil prices just going to go back to where they were? Like, what's going to happen that's going to be so much lower? Dummy. And hey, friend, if you're watching because you're new to the show, welcome. Thank you. I mean, I'm going to call you a dummy because your ideas are dumb, but you're really nice though yesterday. So welcome. But your ideas are dumb. And because it's like, no, they blew up so many gas pipelines that they're like, we won't be able to get back to our current levels for 5 years, people. So we're artificially inflating these prices. The stock market is let me see here, Aaron. I'm going to shoot you some pictures of Mr. Fireball 619. Here, throw them up for me. So we're artificially inflating these prices so that how do I? You know what, Nelky? I'm going to give you a phone number to text them to. The average wage hasn't increased. Of course, it hasn't increased, people. Okay. It's a two-way attack. Fed's not cutting interest rates and inflation keeps going. And then Iran hitting us where it hurts in the economy. Inflation and oil prices increasing while the average wage has not increased. Thank you. Like any average reasonable person can see that there is a recession looming. Prices are going up. Tariffs are high. If you don't know who pays the tariff, then go back and listen to a previous episode. And Price, like, so why? But guess what? We won't. And then what's the number one factor on all of like our economy right now? Let me tell you guys something before I leave this tangent and this rant, right? Like, you know how AI is getting all this money? Do you know how AI is getting like Google, Microsoft, whatever, right? It's not you and me. We don't have AI money. Have you ever heard of a money tree, right? Like a tree that just grows money? Of course, it doesn't exist in real life. It only exists in theory, right? There's two places in the world that have something that just print money. One is the United States. Why? Because we literally just print money. And any country that decides that they don't want to accept our printed money gets bombed. So that's literally one. The other one is the place that the UAE, that's Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain. You know, like when you watch all these places on Instagram, I haven't been, but it seems like everybody has a Lamborghini and a Ferrari and a Bugatti. All these princes, right? They have their nice little garbs and blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, how do they have so much money? And that's because they're sitting literally on top of the largest reserves of oil and liquefied natural gas in the world. They literally drilled a hole in the ground, and money to the tunes of billions of dollars is just coming out every day. They don't have to invent anything. They don't have to think about anything. Money is just being spilling out like water. They could just stand underneath the oil faucet and let money pour onto them, right? But guess what? Why do they have all these military bases here, people? Because what do they have to sell all of this money to or with? It's the United States petrodollar, it's called, people, because you have to, petroleum, it's an oil byproduct. You have to, when you buy oil, when you buy gas, anywhere in the world, even if the United States is not involved in that deal, most countries outside of it, just a few, Russia with the sanctions, they have to buy it in US dollars. You have dollar, I have dollar, we exchange it. Even if you don't even, you have like yen or you have some other peso, we have to buy it in dollars. Why is this important? Because for both of us to get dollars, now we have to go to the United States and buy dollars from the United States so that we can interact our deal. United States makes a cut of that. And now what do we do, right? These guys printed money, like literally from the oil in the ground. Now they have all these billions of dollars. Now they're like, we literally didn't have to work for this money. It just came out the ground, just like bruh. So what do we do with this money after we buy all the Bugattis and the Lamborghinis? Well, they invest in companies. They invest in, that's why they bought like all these, they're buying Formula One. I don't know if that's really true, but they bought the golf thing. They bought like, you know, all this USC. All the biggest celebrities get paid to perform over there, from Dave Chappelle to Beyonce to everybody, right? Like, and they're buying sports leagues everywhere, entertainment. They invest, but guess where their biggest investments are? AI companies, folks, because they have all this money. They're like, with too much money to put in our banks, so let's invest it and buy influence in American companies. And now all that money is going into AI. And guess why? Because what does AI need? Energy. They need energy to make things work. All this energy, power, blah, blah, blah. These guys, oil, liquefied natural gas, all they have is energy. They have a ton of energy. Too much energy, they say. So that's why you have Amazon's largest data centers out there. All like, they're one of the biggest investors in OpenAI and Microsoft. These guys just have money. It's like if you just had money every time you open up your faucet in your house. We have some African guests welcome here. So maybe you don't have a faucet in your house. I don't want to be insensitive to that fact. It's just the nature of where you live. But whatever, if you just had a faucet spewing money, this is one of my clients calling me, guys. This is the problem when you're so busy. Got clients calling all the time. I want to pick up now because I'm in the middle of a show. But here, I'm going on a rant. Now you have all this money. You're like, where do I invest it in? I put it into AI companies. We have all this extra energy. It's hard to store energy. So guess what? They burn it to run AI companies. And now when you start destroying all that infrastructure, guess what? Now, why is the stock market not tanking? Because they're calling each other, hey, let's get out before it tanks. Let's sell it to the idiots, like the normal people. And then guess what? They're going to put your pensions in there. They're going to take all their money out. They're going to be school teachers' pensions, all this, because there's no way that 20% of the world supply, and then we can talk about macroeconomics in the next show and so supply chain divergence and see and really go into why 20% reduction might mean in oil price, or I'm sorry, in oil production doesn't mean a 20% increase in price. It actually means the price might double. We'll talk about it in the next show. And then we're going to talk about the Cobra paradox on why closing the Strait of Hormuz is. I'm just going to tell you guys right now about the Cobra paradox. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait till the next show. So guys, I say all that to say you've been lied to. And I think that somebody is holding the bag, and what they're really trying to do is figure out how they can get out before the stock market collapses. And that's the average person like you and me that gets stuck with it, because there's no way that all this is going on and we're just living our lives, still growing to Whole Foods or whatever, Trader Joe's. My wife likes Trader Joe's. And as a farmer, I am highly offended whenever I see produce in my house that does not come from my farm. Now, we don't have produce at the farm yet, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about next. All right, let me Nelky, let me give you a number. So guys, this is the farm here. Let me give. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Maybe I could. I hope the world doesn't mind. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me maybe I'll. How do I view? I'm gonna download these pictures so I could show you guys. You guys are cool. Can you wait like 2 minutes? Because my buddy just sent me some pictures I want to show y'all, but I don't really know how to document photos because I don't use my photo app on my phone or on my computer because
Eu acho que podemos pôr.
Nope. Okay. I'm just hey, Aaron, what's the best way to do it? If we just send you the pictures? No, I'm sorry, you're playing a video. Sorry, I was looking at a couple things, guys. Hold on. Let me reorient myself, guys. Let me reorient. You guys just chill out for a second. Tell me where you're from. Where y'all coming in from? I see a bunch of y'all watching. You guys aren't working? What? Okay, well, since we're gonna play it. All right, so this is the dirt road that I've been working on for the last week. Or actually, I've been working on this on this road for like 2 years. So okay, pause that.
I can't believe I didn't think about this earlier.
You send. All right, so this is all the rocks and the dirt that we've been working on. When I've been telling y'all that the road needs to be done. Look at all these beautiful rocks here, right? Like, so I'm like, man, I've been working on this project, moving all this dirt, making sure that the road is good. We have like 5 miles of private dirt and roads, guys. So dirt roads and trails. So any project is just, look how beautiful some of these rocks are. So back there, that yellow thing is my rock separator and my grader. And look how nice some of these are big boulders, huh? So I might start selling some of these boulders. We're going to leave them right up there. And yeah, look, I get a couple $100 for some of these boulders. So beautiful stuff, but you know how much work it takes to move all of this, make it. You see, that's the road right there that I'm trying to make better for y'all. So that when you come in, it's about my guy, Mr. Fireball 619 was at the farm this weekend, helping us out, moving not only some of this rocks, dirt and everything, but getting some of the animals fed, getting our beds, compost beds planted. And he's gonna, yeah. So that's our peacock. He was feeding some of the. We have a couple. That's actually not a peacock for those other farmers. That's a peahen, and they are peafowl. So a peacock is the male peafowl, and that's a peahen. So, and she's there strutting her little net. Boom, boom, boom. So good for them there. That's where our chickens are. We're gonna really let them loose. I got 500 more chickens coming in. We're gonna try to do. So what's the game plan for the farm? Why am I so delayed? So the number one thing right now, you guys saw that dirt road project. That's what I'm trying to get done. If I can get that done this week, you guys will be able to come on out with your cars, park, and enjoy the farm. But when it's raining, right, you can't work with dirt when it rains. Boom. Now, what else? Then there's so many other. But how are we going to make money on this farm? And maybe we'll do an all access, ask Domnat all access just on this. But we're going to make money a couple ways. One, by praying a lot, because that's the only way that I see this really working out. After we pray, um, then we're going to. We have a couple. All right, let me just. I'm going to give you guys a high level, right? Because I'm comfortable. I'm with you guys today. You guys are with me. Thank you for being here. I'm going to make money by a couple ways. You can already see I don't have my stuff together because I don't even know how to tell y'all. Okay, and I don't want to sound shallow, right? Because I need to. Let me just tell you. I need to make $250,000 this year to make this worth it, and I'm already behind. 250 grand. How do I plan on doing it? Corporate events and retreats. Events and retreats. Aaron, if you have a picture of the tent, bring it up. But doing events and retreats. I'm thinking if I can charge anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 for like a private event, right? That'll be good for me on the weekends on spring. And not every people don't necessarily have, the average person might not have $2,000 to $5,000, but a company does. And I think a lot of people do, right? When you're thinking about like how much people spend for weddings, right? This is 400 acres. It's 400 private acres, and then we have an extra 100 acres of conservation. So 500 acres available to you there. But so 500 acres for 2,000 or between $2,000 and $5,000. That's not crazy. And then you get the animals, blah blah blah. So doing events and retreats is and that's corporate retreats. And remember, guys, and maybe we'll go through all this in the All Access community. Doing private events, or with companies, private corporate events. Companies have money. They already wrote it in. Okay, what's this? I haven't seen some of these videos. Is this a photo? This is a photo. Where is this, brother? Where is, I know this is my property. Oh, this is on the other side of the lake. Yeah. So yeah, this is on the other side. This is a little island there. I need to make a little bridge. But look at that lone tree there, right? Just on the other side of the lake. If you guys haven't been out here to Thicker Farms, I'm disappointed at you. Unless you're physically not able to come, then I'm not disappointed at you. I'm sorry for you. But I want you to come out because look at that view. Oh, this is my guy Nelkis. He was walking. These are our. It's a little blueberry boggish there, right? Like, but we need to. We have a reservoir. We need whatever culvert that we need to flush that water to this side. It's a little grainy because of the upload speed for me, but and that's Bartholomew, his dog. I saw his paws. He's like a 50, 60-pound dog. So this is the road that we're working on, guys, right? It's not that bad, but the drive from the beginning to the end takes it's like an 8-minute drive. So it's only me, guys. It's me and a couple of you that work for me and with me. But what I'm saying, it's not like a bit like this needed. I way overkicked my coverage on this project. But this is the road. You see, it looks good right now, but when it's rainy, it gets all muddy. So we need to smoothen it, bulldozer it, so your cars, because then there's some places that gets really like that. So we gotta get that done. But if you have a truck, you're welcome to come out. We got okay. So those are this is great. I think those are actually Greenbrier. We have a couple hundred acres of wild blueberries, But the ones that he's holding right here, I think those are Greenbrier, and I only know that because I've mistaken them for blueberries before and ate them. But though if those are on the thorny, I could tell by the thorn. The If you go back to the video before, the two videos, Aaron, or go just keep going forward, no backward, just keep going forward. We have blueberry bushes, so you guys can come out and do some blueberry picking. But these here are sour a little bit, and maybe that's a nature thing. They grow amongst blueberries, so you have to weed them out. That may be just how nature. Oh, okay. So these are blueberry bushes. So my guy knew what he was doing here. So these are blueberry bushes. I just know that they sprout here in like June-ish type of thing. So we have a couple 100 acres of blueberry bushes. Come out, do your thing. If you want to be a real supporter, if you want to be a real one, you come out when the work is getting done, not just to enjoy the fruits of our labor. And if you do come out and enjoy the fruits of the labor, oh yeah. So I think these are dried blueberries from last season. But you see how it needs to get all weeded, and all this and that. But so okay, going back. All right, you're going to cycle through these, Aaron. I'm going to just talk. But so yes, corporate retreats and events. That's what I want to do. I'm not going to do the weddings quite yet. And why? Because I don't want to mess up anybody's special day, right? I don't want any weather events I don't want people to be all like blah, blah, blah. Now, excuse me, realistically, 50% of marriages in this country end in divorce. So maybe I'll only do 50% of weddings. It's going to end anyway, so I didn't mess it up. Whatever. Now, Steven, how do you handle international bookings on the farm? Negro, not my problem. My farm is here in the United States. You figure out how you get here. Not Steven's here in the United States. He's a good friend of mine. I'm not trying to say that he's trying to book internationally, but they do travel quite a bit. Or they have. We're gonna get Steven on the show. Ask Steven if he's available to join the live. Get him on live. Maybe we'll see where he's at. But Steven's a great data. I don't know what I wouldn't call it a scientist. He's not a data scientist. He can get a lot of like leads. He's really good with email marketing campaigns, getting leads and augmenting data. So if you guys need a great email marketing specialist, Steven's the guy. But the international book is not my problem. You know, guys, you're right. Like, why me? Why me? No, it's not even why me. I'm not complaining. I'm saying why me to worry about the problem, right? Disney, people coming from Shanghai, people coming from everywhere, internationally to go to Disney. Disney's, I mean, maybe they are worried about it, but are they worried about where you're coming from? No, they're not moving the castle to you. You come to the castle. Deca Farms, Pemberton, New Jersey. You come here. You come here. So if you want to book internationally, just go to decafarms.com. Or however you spell Deca in your natural language. But so at the end of the day, corporate retreats, then we're going to start selling. We have a bunch of farm eggs that we're grabbing now. Look at this. Aaron, I'm going to send you a picture of my farm basket. Throw it on, please. Farm eggs. We're going to do a roadside stand, but that thing's just really to give an allure of a farm, right? Like, you can't make money freaking selling eggs. I mean, some people do. If you're on here and you sell eggs for a living, let me know. But like, without getting to the like 10,000 eggs or something, right? Like, because like to be competitive, let's say on the low end, it's $5 per dozen. And then on a high, right, $7. So let's just meet in the middle at $6 a dozen. So six dozen, $6 for a dozen. For me to make, let's say, realistically, I need to make. Yeah, this is my farm basket. Shout out to my mom. Been there since birth. She hooked me up with this little farm basket, little egg. So if you want some eggs, let me know. I got some chicken eggs, some duck eggs, some blah, blah, blah eggs, but it's a very nice, cute basket. But okay. So we're going to have our farm stand. We got our bees coming in. We got the eggs. We have some, like, we'll do like some crushed herbs and, all this other stuff. So maybe I'll put them in little jars and sell them there. I'm going to put a camera because I like y'all, but I don't trust the rest of the people. You guys are here, you're cool. It's the rest of the world that I don't trust. So trying to do the farm thing. Then we're gonna sell meat chickens, right? So livestock. We have our goats and sheep, some pigs, whatever. So we're gonna do that. We're obviously and then the produce. That's the big one. Produce, market garden vegetables, the blueberries, a lot of you pick stuff. So just giving people the essence of a farm. But really what I don't want to get into is competing on selling you farm products. I like whatever. Don't come to me talking about your eggs are too expensive. Get away from me with that stuff. Get away. Because you're not buying eggs, people. You're buying an experience. You're not buying a vegetable. You can go to Walmart and buy vegetables. You could do that. I've done it. Or you can come to Theka Farms and have a delightful edible experience. That a culinary experience is what we're trying to sell people. We're trying to sell a reconnection. And guess what, people? One thing that I did learn, and I'm going to jump off here quite a bit. So thank you for being with me this morning. I'm so passionate. Tell me what you guys are passionate about. I'm passionate about this. I don't know what else you guys are passionate about. It could be something weird. Don't even worry about it. Just don't make it super weird because I don't really want to know, or illegal. I mean, it could be one or the other. It could be either illegal or weird, but don't make it illegal and weird if you're going to tell me. I don't want to be a co-conspirator or anything. But yeah. And remember, this isn't a fact, but I'm pretty sure there's a confidentiality agreement amongst podcasters, right? Like I'm protected. I'm joking. No, yeah, so we're going to be doing all that, right? Like, so I think that's really much it. Events, livestock, and produce. That's how I plan on make money on the farm. The goal is 250,000. Steve, you're interested in eggs? Okay, good for you, Papa. You have a passion for eggs. See, guys? Whatever you're interested in, throw it up here, Aaron. Yeah, I can do it. Steve's interest is eggs. No matter where you're at in life, just know that there is somebody who is more passionate about eggs than you are. Steven Natera. Go follow him. If your passion is eggs like Steven, you think you know somebody. I didn't know that about him. Good for him. But guys, the most important thing is that you know me. And you know me, I will never lie to you. They will call me crazy. They will call me a radical. They will call me every name in the book, but they can't call me a liar. And you know that because you are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. The fastest 30 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you might know me as Domnet. Thank you for watching.